So, there I was this morning, reading through my comics. Wednesday morning, new comic day after all, and the news kind of comes through, and it's quite a big one. But serious, really. Okay, this is the rumour. Now, this rumour has come from senior comic book industry sources. That's going to be backed up by further sources who tell me they've also heard the same thing, and it's all meant to be happened at MegaCon in Orlando this weekend. But, you know, caveat emptor, this is a rumour. Has not been confirmed by anyone. That I'm allowed to say. And I have had no response officially from DC Comics or from Tom King. Because that's the word. That, as you can hear, quite a few people are messaging me though. Because Bleeding Cool has been informed by multiple sources that the current writer of DC Comics' twice monthly leading title, Batman, a certain Tom King, is to leave the series with issue 85, and that this was not his decision. King retains his exclusive contract with DC Comics and will likely be working on other projects for the publisher, but not the ongoing Batman series. Now, I've been told that his last issue will be issue 85, which will take him up to the end of 2019 and the end of the City of Bane storyline. Now, no one's going on the record, no one's giving this unqualified confirmation, but significant people appear to believe that this really just went down, and obviously we're waiting for further details. Now, Tom King joined the Batman title with the DC Rebirth reboot after critically acclaimed runs on The Vision, Omega Man, Sheriff of Babylon, and Grayson. He often talked about his 100-plus issue planned run on the Batman series. Recently, that was up to 105, taking into account crossovers like the Button and The Price, which had been written by others. Now, he previously talked about having to talk to Warner Brothers and AT&T over his final plans for Batman. So he said, and I quote, let me read this, "What we're going to do for the last 15 issues is something no one's ever seen for the character." Well, whatever it was, it looks like we'll be denied it. Maybe somebody higher up decided, actually, no, we can't. I don't know. I've known nothing about that. That's pure supposition. Now, recently, Bleeding Cool had reported on falling sales in stores during the Nightmares arc, seeing a Batman trapped by Bane in a series of nightmares. Now, remember, the series, Batman, remains DC's best-selling regular title, but sales don't seem to have recovered quite as quickly from that arc's conclusion, and recently, Immortal Hulk even topped it sales-wise. Even today, if I can find it, I should have it with me, today's Savage Dragon by Eric Larson kind of throws shade in that direction. Let me pull it up. We have characters going about I had an idea for a 5-issue Dream arc where we explore no dreams. So even Larson's having a go. But you know, even despite all this, the book has remained an award winner. It's heavily noted in the current Eisner Awards nomination, both for the book and for Tom King. It's one of the few superhero books to have such a presence. And it is still DC's best-selling title, kind of. Now, Tom King has been in a powerful position at DC where he was able to replace one editor with another at one point. But falling sales might have diluted his influence somewhat. Maybe. He's described his run as a love story between Batman and Catwoman, and he's been treating it all as one single narrative, with the not a wedding right in the middle of it. Throughout his run, prominently with people like Michael Janin, he has slid one story into another, with Gotham Girl, the conflicting first meetings of Bruce and Selina, the Joker and Riddler stories, his confrontation with Bane, his dealings with the Psycho Pirate, the input of Dr. Manhattan, and the appearance of his father from another dimension. The other Batman, all kind of coming together into one story, with centered around Bane, that also ties in with a DC's hero villain, but has a deeper narrative purpose. He's deepened Batman's story with an attempt, talking about the attempted suicide of Bruce Wayne as a young man in the wake of his parents' death, and that's been informing much of what the role of Batman is to Bruce and to those around him. Just how we've always talked about how Batman is a broken individual. Tom King's tried to look at how the man has been broken by his experiences, how it feels him, and exactly how healthy this all is to those everyone around and involved. Doing all that, he's also been writing work that's clearly intended for a visual meme generation that both also pays homage to the rich history of the character. That's been really, really fun to play out. It's certainly one of my favourite DC titles. So, Batman has been a textbook case of someone basically trying to have their cake and eat it. Well, we've now been told that this cake has been spilt on the floor and the Bat Hound is licking it up. Yeah, I like that one. How it ends, we don't know. Who takes over from Tom King? We don't know. But there must be the taint of like being the new Doug Wheeler. That's the man who took over Rick Veitch on Swamp Thing after the greenlit and partially drawn story was pulled by Paul Levitz, the one with the Swamp Thing on the cross. And it was intended that Neil Gaiman would take over the book after Veitch left, and Neil said, no, not doing that anymore. Plenty of big name writers didn't want that poison chalice, and Doug Wheeler never found any comic book success after that run. So Bleeding Colours reached out to Tom King and to DC Comics with that response as a publication. This is still just a rumour. We'll update as and when more information comes to light. But, as a big fan of Tom King's run on the book, I'm going to be petitioning for the King cut from this point on. Whatever comes out, I want to see what he would have wanted to have written. Even though I'm running this story and I've heard it from people who really should know what they're talking about, I'm really hoping A, it's not true, or B, we can get a reverse fan backlash and maybe something can be worked out sharpish. So, we'll see. But this is me, doing my best that I can from a study somewhere in southwest London. Let's find out. If you hear anything, do let us know. Cheers.